Hello everyone. Alright, today on this beautiful day we're going to work on the S13. Haven't really done anything to it since I've had it, so the time has come to start working on it. I'm just going to put the camera down and I want to move it over a bit because it's a bit not center at the moment. Hope you can hear me over the cars and the traffic. As you can see, there's a road right here, but yeah, I just want to move it over a little bit to the right so I can well, to that way, so I can have some more room on this side. Should have cut the grass, but oh well. Just want to jack it up today, and today's mission is just going to be a matter of pulling it apart and doing the brakes, because the brakes are really bad, and I'll show that in the video today. But yeah, like I said, let me put the camera down and I'll move it over a bit. To the inside of the car, still nothing's changed. I've just dropped the rear back seat down. What I'm going to end up doing is taking out that rear seat as well. Yeah, anyways, take off the other side. So yeah, that's it. Gives me a bit more room on that side, and I can also get through the back here on the left and right wheel. As you can see, the body kit's been removed. I just basically ripped it all off because it was already hanging off as well. Don't know if I can show you the side skirts are off as well, and clearly the front bar section is off as well. As you can see now, I've got a bit of room here so I can sit down and remove the wheel. First things first, I'm just going to jack it up and put it on all fours, and I've also got some room here to work under the front. So the plan today is going to be take off the front calipers, because the calipers are shot and sticky. I don't know if you can see the disc here, but it's worn out, and the brake pad is metal to metal, which I'll show you that. In the process of removing that, I'm also going to remove the ABS unit because I got that delete kit. I'm probably going to take off all the intercooler stuff as well, the front bar as well. So first things first, I'm just going to put the camera down and then I'll get the tools and I'll jack it up and we'll start working on it. These jack stands don't have a big opening for the mouth, so at the top section, don't know if you can see that. So trying to put them on the frame rails I wasn't grabbing on because these are a lot larger, and they only went to like here, so this is just a bit safer. As you can see, the rail's already kinked, so not too fussed about that. I can always straighten them out later, but yeah, now to go move on to the back. Alright, there we go. She's up. Now I've got it pretty much level. That's the way I like to work on cars. It is, I think it's a bit higher in the back by a touch, but it's most likely got to do with the way the ground is. But this is the actual first time I've had it up in the air, so I haven't looked at it. The worst spot that I can show you later is this actual spot here. It's rusted out here in the tank, as you can see in the floor plan, and the bad thing about that is that tank is actually held up by one of the support mounts here, so that's definitely going to need to be addressed someday. I've also got another diff for it that it's actually getting welded at the moment, so that's another reason why I wanted to jack it up and leave it up on all fours, so I can take that section out as well. I think what I'm actually going to do first is drain the oil before I pull apart the whole car, just for the reason that once I start taking off the intercooler and stuff like that, if I don't finish it, I won't be able to run it. Since I've owned this car, the car's never had an oil change, so yeah, I'll end up doing that first, I think. So I'll start the car up for a little bit, warm up. Whilst I'm doing that, I'll take the wheels off, the tyres, and drain the oil and take it from there. Again, I'm just going to put the camera down, and actually I'll put it at the back so while the car starts you can hear it at least. So yeah, like I said, I've got some interior trims as well. So I've got this a new black and red one that's going to go in there. Actually, I can show you that. So I've got this for the handbrake. It's just going to cover that clearly. I've also got a handbrake button. Don't know if I showed that. GKtech one. So clearly, when you want to drift, you can just pull it up, and then when you want to use it as a normal handbrake, you lift it up, and it works as a normal handbrake. I've also got that for the glove, the gear shifter. So just tidy up the interior a little bit, and I've got some new globes because the ones that are in there at the moment, I can't see anything at night. But yeah, no rush to do all that stuff. First I want to do the mechanical stuff. Like I said, I'm just going to warm up now so they all can flow a bit easier when I drain it. And yeah, I guess we'll just go back to that once I get ready to do it. Alright, while it's still warming up, taking the front wheels off. Actually, I'll probably kill it now. It's been running for a bit. So, I've taken the front wheels off. As you can see, these discs are gone. It's been metal on metal. Once I take it off, the inside pad's got pad. The outer pad has got absolutely no pad, and it's just metal on metal. So what I might actually do first is drain the brake lines, because I've got to take these brake lines off. I'm going to end up taking the whole caliper off, so that way I can just let the brake fluid drip straight into the bowl before I fill it up with engine oil. So I might just do that first on both sides, and then I'm most likely going to pull off the brakes while the oil is draining. So let me get the stuff ready and we'll do that. filter. It's the part number for a CA18 in Greece from this brand here. I'm gonna just let that keep draining for a little bit. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna clean up a little bit around here, organize myself, and we'll get back to this shortly. Mind you won't see this bucket in the next clip. Actually no, you probably will. Alright, as you can see here, I've got a new sun plug. The old one, not that there was anything wrong with it, but on cars that I've never serviced before, sometimes this is threaded, and I've never looked underneath the car, so I thought it was just safe to get a new one. As we've got a new one, I was to put this on, and I'll just keep this as a spare. New sun plug on, put some oil in it, and that's done. Then we can start pulling stuff apart, the fun side of things, you know, things everyone loves to do. I just pulled the cap off here so it could flow a bit better. I'll give it a start, and then we'll check the oil. I've only got 4 litres, so if it needs more, bad luck. Like I said, I just wanted to do it now because once I start pulling everything off, I won't be able to do it and then start the car to get the oil hot to get rid of the old oil. So all the lights on that side, all light off, so good start. Underneath for any leaks. It is leaking on the floor, but it's just from the excess oil, like here. Oh well, here's what it is. Alright, I'm just going to clean up a bit here, and then I think we'll get to removing the front bar. I think is going to be the next move, because the brakes I'll just do them last because it'll be 2 seconds, and once I start removing that stuff I want to take out the intercooler as well that's in there. So I think the first things are first, I'll remove the front bar, and I'm going to change the GoPro battery, so that's what we'll do. Should have mat. It's only got one bolt holding it up there, which can be easy, and the other ones are missing, so it makes that a lot easier. Clearly that's the intercooler, so I'm going to get access to that. There you have it. Front bar is off. Lots of broken studs. So there's one there. There's a few studs that go into. There's a few bolts that go into the rad support that you can see here that are broken as well. So there was like 4 under there, 4 under there, the 3 that go through here, and the top ones. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do anyways. So now we'll move over to the brakes now that the front bar is off. Don't really want to do anything else to the front here until like I start putting the intercooler on and stuff like that. But for now, that's what I want. The most important thing for me is to take the calipers off now and the whole brake system, because I need to rebuild the actual brake calipers due to them being sticky. So let me just gonna put the camera down for a bit, clean up a bit all the stuff here, put the bar away. Probably end up getting a new bar, or I don't know, or something. Not real too much of a fan, but also need to clean up. So and that's what the brakes look like on this side. This pad, as you can see, metal to metal, and the inside pad still got some meat, so slides, piston, I don't know, but as I'm here I might as well just rip them out. They look pretty rusted and they don't look like they move too good anyways. So the braking hasn't been the best on this car. Like I said, I've got the GKtech ABS delete kit, so might as well just do it all at once. I got new discs and new brake pads as well. So yeah, I'm just going to show you on one side and then I'm just going to rip off the other side and we'll move on to the next bit. There we have it, all apart. Like I said, I'm going to take the ABS out. Look, you can look at all the metal shavings from rubbing on the thing, which means all this is going to come out, and yeah. Nice truck going past, make some noise. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to pull off the other side. I'm not going to show you how to do the other side, as you've already seen this side, and then we'll get to the next section. Actually, I will show you this side here. As you can see, look how much pads on this. And like I said, this car had really bad brakes, so yeah, that's what this side looks like. Plenty of meat left on the pad. But like I said, I got new brakes, so I'm going to change them. And while I got this off too, I'm going to do the, because I do have coilovers, once you lower it, it does hit this wiring loom, so I'll end up moving that wiring in two. If you saw that water that came out before, it was simply just from that coming loose. But yeah, that's this side. Okay, so now I'm not going to do the ABS removal yet. I'll do that a bit later. I just want to clean up all this stuff so it gives me a bit more better access down to the lines. So I'm going to remove all the intercooler, the existing intercooler stuff. Like I said, I've got another intercooler kit here as well. I do want to flush out the radiator because, as you can see, it's quite dirty. And yeah, we'll take it from there. But first things first, I just want to take everything off. So we'll start by doing the removal of the intercooler. Alright, and look at this. Can't wait to replace this. So there we have it, that's this section off, and from there off, and these are the parts. So clearly the cold side goes into the motor, the other pipe that comes straight off the turbo from the hot side, and the airbox. Clearly I'm going to need to reuse the math and figure out what that is, because I don't know what that is, but it was plugged in. So now I'll just go underneath and take the intercooler off, and we should be good for this side. I'm going to leave this on for the time being, just because I want to see where all the vacuum lines go, because there's a few cut ones and so forth. So once I do that, I do have another snout, so I'm going to put a 3-inch pod filter on it, which will clearly need to mock up for the airflow meter as well. And once we're there, we'll also check the turbo. But for now, like I said, I just want to get more access in here so I can get my hands in, so I can do the brake lines and the rest. But yeah, looking much better already. So much better when you've got so much more room. These guys also chopped into the wiring loom, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into that at some stage as well. But other than that, let's keep moving along. So let's get the intercooler out. Alright, so the intercooler is pretty easy. It's just going to be these 2 bolts, and there should be another 2 bolts on the inside actually. So there's 2 bolts underneath here. So I'll get them, or I'll just undo it from the bracket and then I'll take that out later. So I think I'll do that. I don't think there's any others. No, that looks about it. And just those 2, those 4. There we have it. Is the stock intercooler. So that's clearly not going back in because I've got a full kit. Yeah. Alright. So let me just put this stuff away. Where are those screws and bolts? Only broken one. I'll leave that bracket in for now. I might use it to hang something else, or who knows. But I'll worry about that later because you've got to take all one of the bolts is underneath there and it's a bit tricky to get. Not tricky, but I can't be bothered worrying about that now. And that is going to go back in here. Yeah, looking much better. I wish I had a gurney so I could clean the engine bay, but hopefully someone's got one I can borrow. Alright, let me put this stuff away, and once I put this stuff away we'll come back and do that stuff. Alright, let's remove the ABS. So I've sprayed some WD-40 on all the joints. I've already cracked this. I couldn't crack it with a spanner, so I had to use the vice grips to crack it open. So get rid of this. You know what, I'm not going to take it. So you got to get rid of this. I'm just going to do it all off camera. Get rid of this. I'm going to take the ABS sensor out as well, which is this whole unit here, because we won't be using that anymore. Which will delete all this line here, and then that goes into the sensor itself. So, which is this plug here. I don't know if you can see that. This plug here. That's the ABS sensor. So I'll remove that. And even these ones here, you can see it's already rounded off a little bit, so I'll end up putting some vice grips on there and crack them. But I'll do all that off camera, and I'll disconnect everything, and then I'll just show you the removal of that. So here, got one nut here. There's a bolt here that goes through here, and there's another bolt at the bottom. And then this whole unit should come off once I disconnect all these plugs here too. So this will all come out as one unit. This clip just unclips, and that will get rid of all that, and I'll cut all these cable ties that are holding on. So I'll do that all off camera, just because it's like boring stuff, and yeah, there's no point taping it. Alright, so we'll see you back in a sec. Alright, change the plans. I'll just show you how to do one side so that way you guys know, and it's just the same on the other side. So like I said, I've just disconnected that. I'm going to end up reusing that rubber grommet with the new kit that I've got. As you can see, it's rounded. Even if you use a 10mm, you need the proper spanners. I don't have them, clearly. And this has been on there pretty tight, so I'm not too worried if this wrecks, because I've got the new kit, and the new kit comes with new fittings, so that'll be easy fix, so I'm not too worried about that. So I'll remove that, and then we'll get to the ABS sensor, the ABS module in a sec. Alright, so they're both rounded. I couldn't get them off, like I said. I just cut them off with some pliers. So that's them, and then I'll just end up putting a socket and taking it out, so it'll be a lot easier to do that. Like I said, I don't really need these either way. So that's pretty much all ready to come out. I'm just gonna lift up I've disconnected the bracket for the ABS, so it's all loose. So what I'll do now is I'll undo all these plugs. Undo the one that goes to the rear brake lines. Okay, so that's out now. There you have it. So yeah, it was just that rear brake line I didn't disconnect. Other than that, I was struggling at the end, there was the cable that goes, the line that goes to the brakes went actually behind the clutch cable line, and I just bent it and brought it around, so that's all gone. Now we've got all this space, which is fun and nice. I'll just spray some brake clean there on all the brake components that I've done. And as you can see here, I'll just put a socket now on that and I'll get them out, which will be a lot easier than trying to spin it on. And here's the old ABS unit. I think that's going to be it for today. I'm just going to clean up, put it away. I'm just going to tidy things up. Taking that off the airbox, so the airflow meter is ready to go. Also took that off the airbox as well, plugged it in. I've got to figure out what that is. Might not need it because it just looks like it's like it goes back into each other, but so I don't know, I'll suss that out, figure what that is. But yeah, thank you for watching. That's going to be it for today's video. I want to clean the engine bay the next time round, so I've just got a clean working space to start doing the stuff like putting the intercooler on. Oh, you know what, while I'm here, I might as well take that out. I've got a new bottle, so I'll remove this now because I don't want it to. Actually, you know what, I'm just going to do that off camera. You'll see a new bottle here next time. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Okay, I lied. So yeah, like I said, I just put a socket on there and then they just crack straight off. So yeah, now it's the end of the video.